What's up, everybody? This is Hainsey's Cave Talk, and I'm your host, Chris Haynes, aka Hainsey. And today, it's back to the two-man crew. Me and Jason, we're back to just hanging out, doing a duo show. Just to let you guys know, we're filming this on Friday. On Sunday is a very special birthday for a certain someone in the cave. My man Jason. So, today is going to be the birthday show for my boy Jason. So, to kick it off, right off the bat, let's do a shot, buddy. Let's do a shot for your birthday.
You got it. Happy 58th.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Wow.
58th. I'm coming at you, baby. I hope I get 50 more.
All right. So, being the host that I am, the good buddy, this show wouldn't be nothing on your birthday if I didn't have gifts.
I like gifts.
Yeah, so I went to the store, spared no expense, tried my best, and I got you a few gifts, buddy, okay? So let me get in my bag, and we'll start it off, all right?
Drugs, rum, and rubbers.
Okay, so to start it off, you always need a little bit of Coca-Cola for your rum, and I don't drink Coke, so I don't have it. What's a birthday without a little birthday swag?
Oh, a
Little
crowd.
birthday swag,
Yeah.
buddy. Perfect. Perfect. Also, I got you a shirt, buddy. I got you a shirt. You want me to read it? Because you really can't see right now.
Let's see. The co-host is fabulous.
It says, if I don't remember, it didn't happen. It should be the motto for Jason Abella.
It never works with Carrie.
Then I reached down deep into my bag of tricks. So today we're going to be getting a little intoxicated doing this show. When he comes home, I know he's going to be wanting to have a little bit of playtime. So I went out, spared no expense to help my buddy out. Got him a little K1 jelly
Oh, Carrie.
and a little bit of dog treats.
Oh, that threesome we're going to have again.
Happy birthday,
Thank
buddy.
you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Oh, shit.
My family and I'm going to be so happy tonight. I might even video it so we can put it on a show, maybe show some clips.
Every time that I drive by your house, I see Bella now because she's out front. And the one day I stopped because I was like, is she loose? But she's just got her lead out front, you know? So going by to check her out, I kind of had to like red face a little bit. Like, I know how dirty and naughty that dog is now.
Was she walking bow-legged?
She looked proud, like she just conquered something.
Yeah, my whole leg.
All right, so what we have on store for the show, just a bunch of shenanigans lined up. Not too much sports going on this week. We're going to talk a little bit of the NBA playoffs, a tiny bit of the Pirates, big Kentucky Derby coming up, but a lot of just off-the-wall shit we got planned. Where do you want to start, buddy? You want to start with the Kentucky Derby?
Yeah, I guess we can. I guess I'll tell my traditional story. Back maybe 6 years ago. I don't know, maybe longer.
I think it's 8 or 9 now.
8 or 9
Yep.
years. Yeah, once again, I went to the Derby. I made all my bets, about $120 some worth. Bet 10 trifectas, bet a couple horses to win, place, or show. Well, anyways, me and my buddies are all down there. I'm pretty much hammered, like always. And, the race goes off. The winning horse, I don't have it anywhere. Yep, tossed my tickets in the garbage.
But you had a good day. You got drunk with your friends.
No, it's a great day.
Yeah,
No, $120, that's all.
And it's always your
loss.
birthday weekend,
It's
right?
always a
So
birthday
it's just
weekend.
a good time.
So anyways, 25 minutes later, I don't know what's going on because I'm drunk, but everyone's still watching the TV. Well, my good buddy, the great white hunter, Chuck Boyd, comes up to me and goes, hey, what'd you do with them tickets? So I threw them out. He goes, well, they suspended the winning horse because it kind of bumped. And like, I guess you're not allowed to do that, like go in someone else's lane or something like that. I said, okay, no biggie. I go, he goes, well, you had that one horse, you had him to win, place, or show, so you got a little bit of money there. I said, oh, okay. Well, I don't know where, I forgot where I threw the tickets out. So we're dumping garbage cans. I'm going through garbage. I mean, there's shit everywhere because it's packed down this is at Mount Eric Casino Racetrack. So anyways, we're looking, I go to the bathroom, nothing. Well, it happened to be right by the table where we were all sitting in the garbage area. There was my tickets, a stack of them. sitting right on top. No beer, no nothing, no pop.
The odds of you finding them
and not being ruined or
right,
wet
yeah,
was unbelievable.
And you weren't in like any shape to be like you're looking because you're drunk. So like yeah.
And I'm not even excited. I'm like, oh, what's it gonna be? 20s, whatever. So anyways, I find a ticket, win, place, or show. I had it to place, so it would pay a little bit of money. Then I had the trifecta, the right 3 digits. Trifecta, you box 3 horses, cost you $6. So he goes, hey, my buddy Chuck goes, hey, you got the trifecta there. He goes, it might pay pretty good. It was a long shot. I said, oh, okay, whatever. So we go up to the window. I give her the 1 ticket, paid like $27. I said, okay, I give her the trifecta. The lady that ran the ticket through her eyes got as big as his head. And I'm like,
I don't have a big head.
Yeah, below the waist you don't. But anyways. So anyways, she goes, you know how much you won? I said, no, that's why I'm up here. She goes, $11,400. I said, what? I done lost it. I didn't know what to do. I never in my life.
Yeah,
it was like 11,000.
that kind of money, yeah.
Yeah, and they took the taxes out there, gave me like $8,700, and it was like, I was shaking, she was shaking. It was just an unbelievable feeling. And anyways, I saw my good buddy Chuck, and I didn't cash the 1 ticket for the horse to come in second, which paid $28. I gave my buddy Chuck that ticket, and to this day, 8 years later, I still feel bad for not giving him more.
Well,
I don't.
You should have. Okay?
I should have. But you know what? I was thinking, I was drunk, so I wasn't thinking right. And even the next day when I was sober and I felt better and felt bad, then I looked at all the bills and the bookies I owed. Chuck, enjoy that $28.
And here's the thing, Chuck. It's shitty, okay? He should have gave you more money. But in hindsight, long story, we all learned a lesson. So tomorrow, I'm going to watch the Kentucky Derby with him. If he wins, and I see that he won, but he threw a ticket away, I'm going to grab the ticket, and we're going to split the winnings, buddy. Yeah.
It's always a great time, the Derby. It's one of my favorites. It really is. I mean,
Yeah.
I was there one time. I went and visited my buddy down in Cincinnati, and we actually drove down to the Derby, and it was really a good time. Really
Yeah,
was.
your voice, man. You've been really dealing with something right now, huh?
Yeah. We're dealing with a lot of stuff. Yeah.
I can't imagine the world if that thing would go away. We need the vocals to clear up, but everything's all good. So Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, and did you look at any of the horses?
I got a little bit of
you got a little information.
A little bit of information, a little bit.
Let's see what you got, kid.
Well, I just got. It's gonna be muddy down there tomorrow. It's gonna be rainy.
Okay.
A lot of times there's long shots that hit whenever it's muddy. It's been 6 years since the favorite of the Kentucky Derby has won.
It's been 6 years.
Yeah, I think tomorrow might be the day. There's a horse that been waiting all week to get in the field. His name's Bieza. Yeah, he's 12-1. He got in because there's 2 horses that scratched. He's a long shot, man. He's a dark horse. What you got, buddy?
Well,
I got some
I tell
stuff.
you what, I got Baeza, but I don't think he's going to be that long of a shot.
He's 12-1. That's what his
now he
odds
is,
are.
but I
Oh
think-
yeah, right.
I think
Okay.
it's going to shrink on
Okay.
that. Well, I tell you what, I always play trifectas. I always bet a horse. I usually pick 10 horses. I throw 10 out, and I just put them all together.
Okay.
But I do like that Baeza.
Okay.
Like you said, maybe 12-1. But for like a little bit of a long shot, I was looking at that Luxor Cafe. I think it's that Japanese
Horse. I heard about it. Yep.
And they don't win, but they come close. They're in the money.
Yeah.
So I was looking at Luxor Cafe.
So you're saying put Luxor Cafe and some kind of
some type of trifecta or something like that. I do like Baeza.
Okay.
I mean, I think journalism and publisher, they're favored, but
Yeah.
one of the favorites, they'll finish in the money. So
Yeah.
you just mix it around.
Right. I think journalism, that's a favorite, right? Journalism?
Yeah, journalism.
Yeah, I think
not
that's
publisher,
gonna-
but journalism. Sovereignty is the other one. I think Sovereignty is the actual favorite, and Sandman's a big favorite.
So Sandman 6-1. He's in the 17 spot. That spot, that post, has never won the Kentucky Derby in 150 tries. That's unreal. And then the Bob Baffert, right? Bob Baffert. That's
Rodriguez. He's the one who got
he's
scratched.
scratched. He has another one that is 20 or 30-1.
Citizen Bull, but it's in a first
But
position.
it's in a pole position. They ain't won in 40 years. So
Yeah.
I mean
Well-
but Bob Baffert is going to be back because he's just
Was he back last? I think he was back last
Was
year,
he?
wasn't
Okay,
I think
so
he
but
was.
I'm always gonna look at his horses. I know that's a tough draw, but he's gonna have his horse ready, man. He's a legendary trainer.
The most victories out of the Derby is post 2, 4, 6, and 7.
Okay.
Were the most victories out of the Derby. So it's hard not to. And actually, that Japanese horse is actually at number 7. So
I didn't know before today that female horses were allowed in the Kentucky Derby.
they were. And this is the first year there isn't one this year.
Okay. I didn't even realize that because there's only been 3 that's won. Because usually that's such a disadvantage. They usually don't run. They usually run the female horses today, and the Kentucky Derby is usually all
I just
male
think
horses.
you got to be a 3-year-old horse
Yeah, 3-year-old horse, right?
or a gelding.
Well, and then they said they have the Oakses today.
Yeah.
Their final race, you can't be a male horse. You have to be a female horse. So,
Okay.
but I mean, I don't know that much about the Derby. I watched the 3 big races, but like tomorrow when I go to like make my bets, it's gonna be just I'm gonna put this horse with that horse, just pure luck. But I'm gonna have journalism as much as I've like watched today. They've all said no matter the condition, he's gonna be there. He's just the best horse. He's the thoroughbred of all thoroughbreds in the class. But I mean, they got 19 horses. That's a decent race. I mean, sometimes
Is
they
it
get
19 or 20?
I think they have 2 scratches, and
Okay.
Bieza came in.
They didn't put nobody else.
I
in
don't
the
think
fight?
so. I think they had the 1 horse backup. I think it's a 19 horse race, but
The reason I like the Derby so much, like you said, there's always 19, 20, 18 horses, and it makes it so much fun. And then back in the day, they'd run the Derby, 18, 20 horses. Then they come to the Preakness, 14 horses, 12 maybe at the least, but 14. Still makes it nice.
Yeah.
Then at Belmont, you might get 8 to 10.
Yeah.
Now it's like after the Derby, it's like the Preakness hits 8 horses.
Yeah.
Belmont hits 8 horses, 9 horses, 10 at the most. A lot of them will win the Derby and they still sit their horse out.
Yeah.
Not to even try to win.
And you know what
Triple
sucks
Crown.
about like the Derby winner? They have to race 21 days later. Is that correct? That's when the
Is that when the
Preakness.
Preakness is
I think
in
it's
Baltimore?
21
Yeah,
days later.
it might be.
So some of these horses that could compete in the Kentucky Derby, they sit out and they want to win the Preakness. All that does is play spoiler. So to see a Triple Crown is like really, really hard because it's just like it's set up for failure, man. If the horses had to go and race all 3 of them races and that horse won all 3 and won the Triple Crown, that'd be fair. But when you have a horse just sitting out for the Preakness, sitting out for the Belmont, I just don't like it. You
I
know?
don't either. Like I said, race the horses. I mean, they're 3 weeks apart. They can't get enough rest in between.
But I
that.
guess I guess it kicks the shit out of them.
It's a horse.
Believe me, I know.
You know how strong horses are? I think the last Triple Crown was American Pharaoh, maybe.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
I think it might have been American Pharaoh. The one that
But the beauty of this is like Mystic Dan. That's who won it last year. Mystic Dan, I think. I think that's who won the Derby last year. I think he was like he was a long shot.
we were down at the
Yeah, I think
Legion,
it was.
but I can't, what was it?
I think it was Mystic Dan.
Oh, okay,
Because
I think you're right, you're
I
right,
think the
you're right.
guys that were down there that won, their first names were Dan, so they bet on it.
exactly.
And that was a long shot. So that's the beauty of it. Like, even though the favorites, like I said, the favorite horse hasn't won in 6 years, that's great. It's not going to be all chalk.
And you people, when you bet the race, and when your horse is out front, like in the first 200 yards, throw your ticket out because he ain't going to make it. It's
Well-
usually the one that usually leads, usually doesn't make
But
it.
you do want to see your horse shoot out and not get trapped. There is a strategy involved.
No, there is.
Like, you don't want you like he said. There's a lot of sprinter horses in this that are going to get out, and you're like, oh my god, that number 9 is flying. Well, half the way through it, you're just going to see them gone. But you're right. You don't want to get trapped along the post.
Yeah.
You want to find your line. But tomorrow, you and I, we have good plans. We're going to go down to Brilliant Legion. They always have a good thing going, and we're going to have a good time, bet some horses.
That's right.
Have some drinks, have some shots, and hopefully we win some money.
Yeah, I'm still debating on whether to go to the track and bet it or just bet it on my phone.
I mean, I'll bet it on my phone, but I get it. That's how you've been.
I mean, I'm kind of thinking is put $100, $120 on my FanDuel, bet it. Because I'll tell you why. Here's a good reason why. Because if you do win, you got to go back to the track to collect your money.
Oh, yeah, and that's
And-
you
and-
don't go back.
And I'm very weak-minded when I have money in my
You
pocket.
don't go
Yeah,
back.
I won't get past the roulette wheel. So I might do it on the phone.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, I know it's one of your favorite things. It's your birthday weekend. Hopefully we kick it off today with a good time, tomorrow with a good time, and then you can finish it off on your
Oh, hell,
birthday.
it already started out great with all these great gifts you bought me.
Everybody wins with all the
that's
gifts.
right.
I got a little bit of.
I mean, look at this.
Little bit.
Carrie Bella.
Yeah, she don't need it. You do.
I'm gonna give them both dog treats as I'm doing them.
All right, so where do you want to move on, buddy? Do you want to do? Do you want to do what your thing you got planned with your keep five, cut
I
five?
gotta keep 5, cut 5, and it's a little silly, but it's we'll see what you can do with it.
Okay.
Okay. I actually have 13 down, so it might be.
What the
might be
fuck? How
keep-
do you?
It might be keep
It's
6,
called
cut
keep.
7.
It's called keep five, cut
I
five.
can narrow it down.
All
I think
right,
I
you
can.
have a pen.
Yes.
Find out which one works so you can scratch these off. How?
I am. What?
All right, so here's the thing, guys. I know my co-host isn't the brightest. Okay, he's a wonderful person in some people's eyes,
I
but
don't even know about that.
he can't follow simple direction. It's called in the title, keep 5, cut 5. He says, "I got 13."
You have to be flexible with the host.
All right, so keep
Well-
5, cut 5 with 3 extra.
Listen, all week I try to think of things for the show, and it's tough.
It is. It's hard. It's tough.
Yes,
it is. It's
I'm
hard.
I'm not an actor. I'm not a whatever. I'm not. If I was this smart, I wouldn't be working.
This
at
is all
Amazon.
genuine
Yeah,
goofball
trying to
stuff for
goof
us,
off,
right?
Trying to figure stuff out, and it is
Right.
tough.
Yeah.
Well, somehow I kind of thought of something. 10 jobs. 10,
Actually,
I had
13. 13 jobs.
I'm going to give you a shot with 7 and 6. So I thought if
I get to keep 6.
You can
and
keep
get rid of
6 and
7.
throw 7.
All right, let me get rid of the extra one.
Okay, and I was thinking of these jobs around the world, in America, and I go, okay, that might be a pretty good topic. I'll see how good he does. All right. Let's see. So there's jobs up. You're on Indeed. Jobs. You're broke.
I'm
You need a
desperate for a
job.
job.
Okay. How about a porta potty cleaner?
Porta potty cleaner.
Yeah. Them little blue bathrooms everybody poops and shits in at concerts. You got to get in there and clean it up and dig
I'll
it out.
tell you this. I'm gonna try to not cut as much as I need to cut. So that I deal with shit on a normal basis, not literally, but I'll keep it. I'm gonna keep
Okay,
it.
that's not bad.
I'll put my earbuds in. I'll have my gloves. I'll be a little bit intoxicated. I'll get it
Okay.
done.
How about this? How about a pooper scooper at the zoo? Like all the animals, the elephants, the gorillas, and all that stuff. You got to go around the pooper scooper and you clean up all their shit.
Well, if I didn't cut the first shitty job,
so you'll do that.
I'll keep the second shitty job.
you're
The
right.
weather might be nice most of the time. You're out in the sun, with people. It's,
With flies going in your mouth.
watching an elephant take a shit bigger than me.
All right, they're doing pretty good. Now I got one. This job here. Would you be the servant of the wildebeest, Billy Byers?
No.
You'll be his servant.
Alright, so I already deal with 2 shitty jobs, and I know the smell's not going to get any worse or any better with the third
The
one. Right?
wildebeest smells pretty bad.
And when he's horny or aroused, the pheromones are unbearable.
Yeah, you got to be a servant and you got to do what he says.
I'm going to graciously cut it.
They're gonna cut.
Graciously
We're
cut
gonna
it.
graciously. No offense to you,
No.
Billy B.
But here's the thing. You didn't tell me how much that job paid per hour. But it probably doesn't.
Billy's gonna pay you.
Oh, well, then I'll never get the money, ever. And if he writes me a check, I'm never taking it to the bank because we'll both get in trouble.
How about roadkill removal?
That's how much roadkill. I mean, could there
Probably,
actually
there's
be?
probably a lot.
I'll keep it. What?
Yeah, that's
yeah,
not
I'll
too
keep
bad.
it. Yeah,
All
I'll
right.
keep it.
Okay, here's one I never knew was even a job. They work for biologists.
Okay.
Oh, a whale snot collector.
I feel like that's an awful lot of snot, right?
They get it. I guess you collect the snot, bring it to the actual biologist, because you're not a biologist. You're collecting the snot.
You're a snot
And
collector.
they go through it and they figure stuff out about the whale.
I feel like that's a really shitty job. I would like to know what they make, if it's even worth it. But
Well, the
I'm
biologist is rich.
but
The
I-
snot collector isn't.
I'm cutting it. Where are we at on keeping cut here?
Well, you kept 3, buddy. You
All right, I
kept
cut
3.
2, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. How about a manure inspector, like Jurassic Park? I mean, you put your hands, you got gloves on, a big pile of T-Rex poop.
But see, cleaning it up is one thing. All right, I'm cleaning it up, whatever.
You're inspecting.
I'm
it.
inspecting it. A little this in there, a little that in there. Go ahead and cut it. I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to mess with shit too much. But I know I need to be safe because there's some bad stuff
No,
coming.
actually, no, you're doing okay. You're okay. All right. How about a crime scene cleaner, like dead bodies? And I mean, just think about back when, oh, you didn't watch the movie. Like, if there's like a brutal killings and stuff like that,
Yeah.
you gotta, you ever see Pulp Fiction?
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what?
But I watched a lot of murder. Yeah, I'm okay.
You're a cleaner. You
Yeah.
gotta clean up all the guts, the brains from people getting shot
I
in the
think
head.
you would grow cold to it, and I'll keep it, man.
You'll
I
keep
think
it.
it'd be something different every day.
All right, sounds good. You're looking good, buddy. You're looking good. How about going into sores, like a sewer worker?
I don't want to do that.
It's
I don't
more
want to do
shit,
that.
more
I don't want to do that. And
there's a lot
I
of
don't know
shit.
what's down there.
Yeah,
I'm scared of the dark. There
alligators.
could be snakes. There could be rats. There could be the clown from
Yeah.
It.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. You're right.
I'm done.
How about a cleaner for a hoarder? When you go, you know how you go to the
Yeah.
houses and clean them houses from the people that hoard stuff?
Absolutely not.
Can you imagine?
No,
that?
no,
Can you
no.
imagine that, y'all?
No.
All right, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. 3 good ones left, buddy. 3 good ones. Well, you kept 4. You got to keep 2 more.
Okay.
All right. You're a recorder of a gay film
Oh, cut.
of men.
Cut.
No?
Cut.
You don't want to film that, gay man?
I don't want to film it because I don't know if it's like gonna literally come at me.
But
I don't.
you're like behind the camera like you are here.
I know, but I have to
But
watch.
J&J's shooting everywhere. All right. You don't want that?
I don't want that.
I said that. I scratched it.
I don't want it.
Well, you got to keep the last 2.
Oh, great.
Well, the last 2, you're going to be an animal castrator. Wow.
That's a job for you, buddy. You're
Can
the
you
animal guy.
God, can you imagine castrating all these little poor animals that come out?
No.
But you got to keep it.
I have to.
Is your dog castrated?
No.
Well, go try it. That's your first,
Yeah, she is.
first job.
She is. Yeah.
All right, then the last one, which is a goodie.
Oh, it sounds.
You got
great.
4 of your good buddies. Timmy Taggart, Bill Loam, Chris Brown, and Billy Goodlin.
Those are all my good
Good
buddies.
buddies. Well, Billy Goodlin's driving, gets into a bad accident.
Okay.
He's drunk, you know. So he wrecks. They're all paralyzed. They're all invalids. They go into a home, and they want you to be their caretaker. Feed them, change their diaper, and take them to the bathroom.
I got 'em, buddy.
And bathe them.
I'm not
You
a
got it?
piece of shit. I got him, buddy. I
I'll
got
tell
him.
you what. You know, that job could be fun. Think
We're
about
fucking with 'em.
Think about changing their diapers, like maybe put hot peppers or something.
Yeah, we're
in their
fucking
diaper.
with them.
Exactly.
You know? But if they can't feel it, then it's but we are
Well,
definitely
that's right.
fucking
They
with them.
are. They're going to be paralyzed. They won't feel it. That's no fun.
But we can do stuff.
Yeah, you
Because
can.
they can't get us.
Yeah. When you feed them, you can just break boogers in their food.
Yeah. I'll change the channel and not have the remote. They can't even touch
You
it.
guys see Timmy Taggart watching football games.
I have to make him not watch sports, change it to the news.
Put on like Little House on a Prairie.
Chris Brown, make him watch an actual show and not sports.
That would be great.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'd like that job too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my top job.
I'm mad I put that on.
Yeah.
I'd
Like,
do that for free.
I would feed you guys. I would. I'd make sure you guys are living. But I'm going to have my
I would
fun.
love to rub a hot dog in Chris Brown's like just rub it on his mouth and then pull it out when he tries to bite it.
And then like Billy's a really bald guy.
Oh.
You imagine just letting his hair grow, see how long it gets. And Timmy Taggart don't ever not have a hat. Oh yeah, we're gonna let that thing. He'll have a side fro.
You're right. That's like a great job.
Yeah,
No wonder when I Googled it, it wasn't on there.
It's like they're your buddies. You don't take care of them. That sounds shitty. No, not in our world. All right, so there's been a debate that's been going on. It's all over TikTok, all over YouTube. It even hit my workplace, and it's something I wanted to see how you feel about it. It's viral right now, and it is the debate: can 100 men kill a gorilla barehanded, a silverback gorilla? Do you think 100 men could kill a silverback gorilla?
That's weird you're saying that, because listen, I was scrolling through Facebook, Chumba Casino, right? They had a question, and it had gorilla and 100 men, but I didn't read what they were asking. I just scrolled through it.
Oh, it's everywhere.
I wonder if
Yes,
that was
sir.
the same thing.
Yes, sir.
So 100 men
Yes.
against this grayback gorilla.
Yeah, silverback gorilla.
They're big.
They're between 400 and 550 pounds. Okay, I looked it up because we were talking at work. Because there's a lot of young guys in my workplace that said there's no way that 100 men can't kill this gorilla. The strongest man of a bench press ever lifted like 750 pounds bench press. That's crazy strong.
And that's controlled weight, though, even though it's crazy strong.
A silverback gorilla, a strong silverback gorilla at 500 pounds can bench press 4,000 pounds.
Now, how does was he at the NFL Combine?
What? No, he's the strongest man in
I'm
the
talking
world.
about the gorilla. How do they know the gorilla?
Because of strength, the force. This is
I like how they come up with stuff. I really do.
the bite that the gorilla has is like 2 times of a tiger. Like, they're strong, they're fast. The only thing they don't have is stamina. But how the hell are 100 men gonna kill that thing?
Yeah, that's just it. Because he starts swiping. One swipe, you're done.
The first guy is gonna get ripped in half.
Yeah, because if they all just came at him, that first row of people
Are dead right off the rip. Okay.
Because I'm going to be in the very last row.
And here's the thing: they would have to come up with a plan, right? They would have to come up with some kind of plan because this gorilla, you can't just run at it. So you're gonna have to square it off. You said around a circle, maybe distracted. But say they get on top of it and they smother it, right? How the hell are they gonna kill it?
You're not going
They said your fingers can't even get inside her eyeball because a lot of people said gas their eyes out. Well, now you have a really mad gorilla. I think the debate.
I know what I would bring.
Yeah.
Gorilla, let's try this.
Honestly, if I was in that predicament, you would see me at the end. You'd see my arm around the gorilla going, I don't know what those guys were trying, but you and me against the world.
Yeah, I know. I mean, well, what do you think about 100 men against a wildebeest?
Well, the first guy's getting fucked, literally. And then the rest of the 99.
The next 99 are going to beat that dog shit out of a wildebeest.
Yeah, but I couldn't imagine. Honestly, there's 100 guys. They're all fired up, right? They're not professional fighters. They're not these Green Berets or anybody crazy. And then they yeah, we're going to go do this. And the first guy gets ripped in half. I'm going to be like, no.
I mean, you would think a grizzly bear, too. Can 100 men beat I
don't know. I don't
wouldn't want to go after that grizzly bear. They stand up, they're 10 feet tall?
Oh,
Got them claws? Oh, my Lord. I don't know. Did you see the movie Revenant?
Oh, yeah. He lived, though.
Huh?
He lived.
I understand that, but
He didn't. He barely
that
lived.
was one of the worst scenes I've ever seen in a movie with an animal.
Yeah, and they're there's videos of gorillas fighting other gorillas, and they're like, it don't look like it's not that much. It's like they're fighting another gorilla. We're not gorillas. Our mitts, it would be.
I mean, their paws and they're no, that's why they're called animals.
Mr. Beast is famous for doing all these videos. Please, Mr. Beast, do not get 100 people to fight a gorilla because I don't want to see the outcomes. I think a gorilla wins unless it gets tired and just decides to lay back and let it do whatever. But I don't think 100.
That'd be the only reason, honestly. It would get tired and just lay there.
But if it's fighting for its life, oh my god!
Because you're taking one swing per person.
Yeah, right. It's gonna take
one bite per person. One throw against a tree.
So the guy that thinks I'll just jump behind it and grab the neck, that guy is going 100 yards. He's gonna grab him and sling him. You know what I mean? And that's the debate that's been going on. And I think the gorilla wins. So, you agree, buddy?
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so couple things. Talk about the NBA playoffs real quick. The second round's getting ready to kick off, but old LeBron James getting knocked out, man.
First round.
Yeah.
Well, was that? I don't know. J.J. Redick, how long was he there?
What? This is his first year.
Did they fire him?
No.
Oh, I saw that they.
I mean, they may have today, but I don't think so.
I saw on Facebook they fired him, but it was Facebook,
right?
Because they were the reason they used was because he never substituted in the second half.
He ran 5 guys.
5 players. The whole second half.
So they made a trade, the Lakers did, at the trade deadline. Went and got a big man, Mark Williams from Charlotte. He didn't pass the physical, so he had to go back to Charlotte, and the Lakers had to stand pat. They knew they had no big man. So J.J. Redick was like, I can either play somebody that I don't trust and they get clobbered, or try to run the 5 guys I do trust. It was lose-lose situation. LeBron is 40 years old. He shouldn't be playing wire to wire. He's 41. Here's the question I ask you. He may have 2 or 3 seasons left.
Maybe.
Does he ever win another title? Is it over? Yeah.
No. Unless he goes to a super team. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way.
I think the only way I agree is he leaves. Yeah. He set the Lakers up, though. If it wasn't for LeBron, they wouldn't have won a title. He's been there 7 seasons. He won 1 title. He brought in AD. They had a nice run. They got rid of AD. Without LeBron, they wouldn't have got Luka. Luka is a set piece for the Lakers' future. I don't know if LeBron really cares anymore, but, it's just one of those things. Do you ever see that elite superstar get exited out in the first round, you know?
2 superstars.
Oh, Giannis,
I mean, seriously.
Giannis.
No, I'm talking 2 superstars on the Lakers.
Oh, you're right. And Giannis got eliminated. I mean, that's some big-time players.
Here's the thing with the Lakers. Now they need one piece. They got 2. LeBron's still going to be a top.
They say he's about a top 7 to 8 player right now in the NBA.
I'll say next year maybe top 15.
Right, because he's going to be 41 and a half, 42 years old.
So now you make a trade for whatever else you need, and then it might be okay. But I don't know, man.
It's one of those things. It's like if the Lakers go all in on something, it don't work out. You really know you only have LeBron for 1 year, 2 years. More. His son's going to be there. He got to have that moment with his son. There's not much more that guy got to play for, you know?
Yeah.
Going into the second round, we still have some series that need to wrap up. The Rockets and Warriors play tonight, Game 6.
That's a great matchup.
Curry's hands, his thumb's messed up, man. I've seen the other night. He's struggling. Hopefully the Warriors, close it out. I'll be rooting for him. Then we have Game 7 tomorrow with the Nuggets and the Clippers. That'll be a good one. And then the second round, we already got the East locked up with the Pacers and Cavs, which should line up to be a competitive series. And a series I'm excited about, the Celtics and Knicks, man. I think that's going to be a good series. It's going to definitely make ratings because both those franchises,
The Knicks end up winning the series?
Yeah, they end up winning in 6, yeah. So I'll be watching those games. Tomorrow night, I think, is the Clippers and Nuggets Game 7.
Oh, that's right.
So, tonight is Warriors and Rockets. So
that's going to be a tough Game 7. God, those games have been good, too.
Oh, yeah. That's been the best series competitively. The games have been coming down. No really clear winners in them. So that's the NBA talk. So tonight, we have a Fatal Fury is what it's called. In Boston. The Times Square event. It's something I was like, what are they doing here? I don't know if they're outside. It sounds like they are. They got some storms coming through, so I don't know how it's going to work. But they lined up a really, really good boxing card. And then I looked at the odds, and I was like, All right, so we got Ryan Garcia fighting tonight, coming back after he beat Devin Haney and got suspended.
Yeah.
Devin Haney's fighting tonight. Teofimo Lopez, remember him, man?
remember him,
Yeah, he's a stud. They're all three fighting tonight, so it should be a good boxing card. I'll be excited for it. The only thing is, man, when you look at Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney just lost to Ryan Garcia, but the guy he's fighting, they're both minus 1,200. Like, for a betting man like I am that want to bet on something, I gotta find value somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bet against those guys. They're amazing, but like,
You put $12 on them, you lose $2.
yeah. And Devin Haney's not known to knock anybody out. You know.
No, that's.
So, with the boxing, with the Fatal Fury going on tonight, we decided to do our top 5 boxing related. Hey, top 5 boxing related. Is that not hard instructions?
And don't
to have 5 boxers.
Okay, they understand what you're saying. Let's not forget about the Canelo fight tomorrow.
Canelo is fighting tomorrow.
Yes, he is.
But they understand the directions. You don't understand the directions. How many boxers do you have on your list in a top 5 list?
I have 2 top 5 lists. So
He
5
has-
and 5. That's
So
all
you
I'm saying.
have 10 through 6 and then 5
So
through 1.
here's the difference between me and you. First of all, I'm gonna be 58. I'm a lot older. Watch a lot more boxing. Second of all, when I was growing up, there was no such thing as pay-per-view. It was on a weekly thing. I saw so many boxers back in that day. Now with the pay-per-views, I still love boxing, but I don't watch it as much because I'm not paying for it. So it was hard for me to get 5 boxers. I mean, there's boxers like of today that I like, but only seen them fight a couple times. Like the boxers back in the 80s and 90s when stuff was free, I saw them fight 15, 20
I
times.
used to be a boxing guy before the MMA, me falling in love. So, on my list, I'm not going to start my list right away because you have a lot more boxers, and I'm going to let you go ahead and talk. But I will say on my list, it is not guys that I haven't watched box. These are my top 5 favorite boxers of all time. They're not the top 5 best boxers of all time because there's a lot of greats that I just see highlights. But like the actual guys that I got excited about and rooted for, they might not even be the best like in their era, but they're my favorite guys. So if you want to start off with your top 10, because you can do
It's not top 10, it's top 5 1, top 5 2.
So which is the better 5?
Well, I'm going to tell you what. And there's people I left off here, like Ray Boom Boom Mancini. He from Youngstown, Ohio. My God, he was so fun to watch. I saw the fight when he fought Dooku Kim and he killed him. And there's just a lot of stuff going on back in the day. Like when Muhammad Ali was fighting back when Smoking Joe Frazier and George Foreman. See, I remember watching fights because they were on Wide World of Sports and they were free.
See, that's amazing. That was free. And right now, that'd be $100 fight.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I'll tell you what, my top 5, like I said, I didn't narrow it down. I put Terrence Crawford at number 5. I love watching him box, my man Bud, and not you, Chris Brown. Anyways.
But I am a big fan of Terrence Crawford, and I'm not even a boxing follower.
I think he's just a great boxer. Now, I haven't watched him as much as I watched the guys of 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
But I've watched enough of them.
Right.
Like, he's a great fighter.
Very versatile. Has fought the best.
Yeah. If him and Alvarez fight, I mean, I don't know if he's big enough, but I'm going to tell you what, he's a great fighter.
Yeah, and one thing I like about him is he is athletic. He can wrestle, man. He's a good fighter,
He's
man.
just a smart fighter, and he's good. He got power. Well, who's your number?
No. Yeah, because I have 5.
I had Crawford at 5.
Okay.
I got Hagler at 4.
So that's a fighter, in my opinion, if I would have watched live, seen him with my own eyes, he'd probably be number 1. The guy, it's just exciting.
No, he was.
He threw. He threw, right?
He was great. But I'm going to tell you why I knocked him down to 4. When he fought Sugar Ray Leonard late in their career,
Okay.
I'm like, Hagler ripped his head off.
Was you not a fan of Sugar Ray Leonard?
I liked him, but he was too cute and
Pretty.
flashy. But he was good, but he knocked people out. He was good.
Slick.
But I just
very
wanted
slick.
Hagler. Well, Hagler tried to outbox Sugar Ray,
Yeah.
and he lost on a decision. It was a close fight. It really was. I mean, it could have gone either
But
way.
he played. He
I thought,
he played his game. Then,
yeah,
right. He didn't get it into
and Sugar
scrappy.
Ray, he did all that little,
Yep.
and it really didn't hurt him, but he showed more.
He was kind of Floyd Mayweather before
Yeah,
Floyd
yeah,
Mayweather,
yeah,
right? With
yeah.
Sugar Ray Leonard. Right?
Yeah, honestly, you're right. So I got Hagler at 4. This guy was a good fighter, not a great fighter. Arturo Gotti,
Great.
fun to watch.
Very fun. R.I.P. I'm pretty sure he's passed, but like,
Yeah, he got executed.
jeez, you're
did.
right. You're right.
He got
Yeah,
executed.
you're right.
Listen, he fought
Diego Corrales was one of them.
Ward, Mickey Ward. They had a trilogy fight. I ain't never in my life seen 3 fights that just were the same every time. I think Ward maybe won one, but like his eyes were shut. There was blood everywhere. Gotti never quit, man. He just went.
I was
in there
gonna say
and fought.
like maybe not the best skilled boxer, but
Yeah.
the guttiest dude.
But they were fun to watch.
He was gonna die in the ring. He didn't care. And like you said, Arturo Gotti was a fan favorite.
Yeah, he
If you
was.
watch this fight, you got your money's
Yeah,
worth,
I
man.
mean,
You do.
like these guys were partiers back. I'm sure they party now, but these guys from the different country and stuff
Right.
like that and stuff. But he was fun to watch. Well, my other guys, he's up with one of my favorites, but is Pac-Man Pacquiao. I love Manny. I tell you what, and I seen him get knocked out a couple of times by Marquez.
Yeah.
He just that guy had Pacquiao's number, but Manny was great even up until he was what. I mean, he was boxing. I think
Yes,
he was a
yeah.
congressman who was
Yep.
still boxing up there in his country. And
Speed, combinations, very slick. I think we got robbed of the Mayweather Pacquiao fight because Pacquiao was dealing with something.
yeah,
with
he
his
had
shoulder.
hurt. I think his fist or something.
Oh, I thought it
hurt.
was his shoulder.
It might have been
He was
something.
dealing with something,
I was looking so forward for Mayweather to finally get beat, and Pacquiao really disappointed.
Yes,
me.
yes,
I was so
absolutely,
good. But
absolutely.
I'm not taking up for Mayweather. He's probably one of the greatest boxers.
Yeah,
ever.
yep.
Okay.
Probably the best defensively, but I
Yeah.
love Manny Pacquiao too. So
And I'll tell you what, man, my favorite guy, hands down, he got about 12 kids. Evander, the real deal, Holyfield. At 218 pounds at a heavyweight, this guy was a beast. I mean, he couldn't beat Riddick Bowe, but I'm going to tell you what, when he fought Tyson and he even fought Lennox Lewis. And listen to me, I watched that fight not too long ago. Lewis whooped him, but they gave him a draw.
Yeah.
I mean, they did. And but Holyfield had the
but
heart.
they fought again, didn't they?
I don't know if they fought twice or not.
I thought he got a draw and then
But-
Lennox Lewis knocked
But for
him out.
Holyfield's size at 218, and he just fought. He fought like a middleweight. He
Yeah.
fought like Hagler. I mean,
Yeah.
he just could take a punch. He just didn't have the power, but he just was. He was hands down my
So
favorite boxer.
his first top 5 is out of the way. So I'm gonna start.
Now
my-
we'll do my second fight.
Yeah, so I'll start my top 5. And it's funny that his first top 5 ended with Evander Holyfield because mine starts with Evander Holyfield. Being that I grew up in the early 80s, my first fighter that I may have watched may have been Evander Holyfield. I remember he beat Buster Douglas. He beat George Foreman. Like you said, he was shredded. He wasn't a big guy, but he was ripped. Very clean. The legendary stuff with Tyson. Yeah, he had a grill. He was
There's
all the
something I
time.
got to tell you before I'm sorry to interrupt, but
Oh, you're good.
before he was a heavyweight, he fought maybe it was light heavyweight, the one below. But where he got known, he fought a guy named Dwight Muhammad Quee.
Okay.
He was the champ, and when Holyfield beat him, I mean, it was a great fight because he started out there at I don't know if that's middleweight or light heavyweight, but he started out there. And then he moved up to heavyweight, even though he's only 218.
Yeah.
I was watching him back before he was even a heavyweight.
Right. And looking at him, you're like, he's
chiseled,
he's chiseled. He was kind of thin, though, for the heavyweights,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he stood in there,
You think about 218, he was fighting Riddick Bowe. Riddick Bowe was 260,
Yeah,
250.
right.
I mean, that's crazy.
I thought they fought 3 times, and he won once, but I could be wrong.
Man, you might be right.
I know he had a bad record. He had a losing record against Riddick Bowe. I knew that, but he might be 0-2. I'm not the boxing historian, but I thought it was one.
I mean, those were wars, man. I mean, he hit Bowe.
Yeah.
I give Bowe credit. I mean, man, they're both brain dead now.
Yeah,
I mean,
right,
seriously.
right.
Even when Holyfield fought George Foreman, I mean, he was hitting Foreman with shots, and I'm surprised I don't have George on here, honestly, because he was amazing too. It really was, man.
Oh, earlier days when Muhammad Ali and everything. That shit
You know what?
Man.
Ollie was unbelievable, but I couldn't stand him, and I'm surprised. My dad was like, he got me into boxing. He loved Ollie. And I'm stunned because back in the day, he was so cocky, Ollie.
Yeah,
but my dad, for some reason, loved Ollie. He just says he made my dad laugh with his little lines and stuff like that, and. Just when he fought Joe Frazier, the thrill in Manila, I mean, it was just fucking great.
All right, so you're number 5 of your second list.
I actually got Oscar De La Hoya at number 5.
Okay, so before you get into why, I loved Oscar De La Hoya. He should have made my top 5, but as I've grown older to learn he's kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you're right.
But like Oscar De La Hoya, awesome.
But to watch him fight back,
awesome. You're right, man.
Awesome. Yes.
Left hook,
but like you said, since he became a promoter, I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, but the left hook was money. Yeah. Like when he fought Floyd Mayweather, I was excited. I was like, that was a big fight.
You know what's crazy is about that fight? I watched it, and it reminded me of a Jake Paul fight.
Yeah,
like a stage fight.
Yeah,
he should have killed him. Mayweather.
He had him.
It was a showboat kind of.
The one time that Oscar had him up against the ropes, he fired. Yeah. And then was like, I can't be doing this. But yeah.
That's one time even though I'm a De La Hoya fan,
Floyd Mayweather should have destroyed him.
I was actually rooting for Mayweather. I was like, man, kick that.
Oh,
kick his ass. I mean, come on. I thought that was a big stage fight.
Okay, so my number 4 could be, honestly, my number 1. I'm a huge fan of him, but the guys that I have in front of him just got a bigger piece of my heart. Lennox Lewis.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate him. That guy was awesome, man.
He was
2 losses, 41-2. Yeah. Just completely dominated his opponents. Like, I mean, he was just so good, man. Long right, cross. Yeah. He was just money.
Power, jab, great. But I did see the fight he lost against Hasim Rockman.
Okay, but he comes back and beats him. But,
knocks him out. But, man, I mean, was that Hasim Rockman or Iran Barkley?
No, Hasim Rockman knocked him out.
Okay. I watched that fight, and like I said, I watched it. And I do like Lennox. He's a gentleman. I like the way he talks and everything like that.
Yeah, I do. I agree.
I got number 4. I got like we were talking about, you're too young, but Smoking Joe Frazier.
Okay.
He was my favorite back in the day against when Ali, Foreman, Kenny Norton, all them, whatever. But I like Smoking Joe. He would do it the crab, and he'd just come in at you.
So, because he wasn't the cleanest guy, right? Didn't he? Like, his form is...
Yeah, he had a terror. Like, he came in just covered up and just... He wasn't very big, but he was tough.
If he wasn't in the era of some of the GOATs, you think he would have been an all-timer? Because, I mean, he just couldn't get past Ali, right?
I think he beat Ali once.
Oh, he did? Okay, I didn't know that.
I think he did. I think he beat Ali once. That was the Thrill in Manila. I think they fought 3 times and he won once.
The Thrill in Manila. I remember that fight, yeah.
I think they fought in like South Africa or something like that.
So, they did. It was a split at that time. Yeah. All right. My number 3 is questionable. Might not be on your list, but watching boxing before the MMA scene, this is the guy I followed because he was bringing it every time. He didn't win every fight. But he always lost to the legends. Miguel Cotto, man. He was a great champion. Antonio Margarita knocked him out, but he had freaking bricks in his gloves that cheated, But
listen, I agree with you. I had Cotto on my other second sheet. My top 5-3. Cotto was on. I like Cotto. Like I said, I watched so much boxing. It was hard to eliminate people, but Cotto was great to watch.
Cotto, I think I have it down. He was 41-6 with 33 knockouts. He lost to Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, and Canelo. Like, that's 3 of his losses. But he always fought.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Like, he was always in a crazy fight because defensive, he wasn't very responsible, but he had sharp combos. I just was a big fan of Miguel Cotto. He's my number 3, man.
Yeah. And I got me at number 3 is I got Sugar Shane Mosley.
He almost beat Floyd Mayweather, man.
Sugar Shane was a bad man.
Yeah, he hit hard.
Fun to watch, and I can't say enough about a great fighter.
Yeah, he had a little bit of back and forth with De La Hoya too, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, okay. So my number 2, we're probably going to end up maybe sort of the same, I would think, because you haven't named these guys yet. My number 2 is Roy Jones Jr. 66-10, 47 knockouts. Has legend on the list, man. He just knocks him out so smooth, so fast. Whenever the speed killed him, that's when his career started declining. But God, when I was like getting into boxing, that was the guy, man. Yeah.
Listen, another guy had on another list, my other top 5. Listen, and his record's actually better than that.
Yeah.
He
should have got out.
He should have got out. That he was getting knocked out by like nobodies. I mean, honestly, his chin wasn't there. He was getting knocked out. But up until then, wow. That's a great fighter.
As big of a boxing fan as you are, Roy Jones Jr. didn't make your top 10.
I know. But it's people,
like you said, there's a lot.
But it's people
and you watch a lot. Yeah.
I mean,
right. It's a subjective list, but I would have thought, man, the big boxing guy as you are.
Like Hector Macho Camacho. I mean, he was unbelievable. I mean, great speed. He's dead too.
Another one that just missed on my list is not even the best boxer, just had a little ride, a couple year stretch, was Kelly Pavlik. Man.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. The Gray Ghost.
I don't know what his name is.
I think it was something.
But like his stretch, man, because he was a local guy.
He upset the Olympic guy, Mark Breland maybe, or somebody, or he upset somebody.
Was it Antonio Tarver?
Tarver maybe.
Yeah.
He upset him. Then that's it. He lost the fight. Never came back. He just stayed. I think he's from Youngstown.
Yeah, he's from Youngstown. Paul Spatafora, another good one.
Yeah, he's another bum. I tell you, here's a guy here.
He was good, man.
Great fighter. He was boxing in his 40s.
This is your number 2
This
overall.
is my number 2. And might not be well liked. Dirty fighter. His fights were terrible at the end of his career, but he kept winning because he just would just lull you to sleep. But when he was younger, he was called the Executioner. Bernard Hopkins.
You're right,
Listen,
man.
I'm gonna tell you what.
He'll put you to sleep.
Oh, them last. But see, you when
he was old as champ.
Yeah,
though.
when he was like 46 years old, he would just punch here, punch there, just cover up, cover up.
Sound.
But before that, and I give him credit for winning in his 45, 46. They were the most terrible fights to watch. But before that, he was a motherfucker. I'm telling you, he was bad.
So speaking of him, like on the Fatal Fury tonight, the main event, Ryan Garcia and Romero. Romero is promoter. I think he is Bernard Hopkins. So
he probably is. You're right. Yeah, he's a promoter now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that is. But your number 2 is Bernard Hopkins. And I, like he said, I watched the later end of his career. Very defensively sound.
Yeah.
You know, he was very boring, but he won still.
Yeah.
So he did what he had to do. But I never seen that killer in him, so I can't judge it. So you went through 9 fighters. I went through 4. Yeah. Is our number 1 the same?
No, it's not going to be close. Because actually...
it's not.
It's not even close.
So you, on your top 10, do not have Mike Tyson.
No, I don't.
Mike Tyson is my favorite fighter of all
Listen,
time.
you know what? Let me tell you why. His fight stunk. He knocked you out every time within 30 seconds. I mean, they just...
Before, he had so many obstacles, going away, coming back.
I know.
Like, the guy was a killer.
Because I liked Holyfield, I just wasn't... I didn't like Tyson.
And see,
I like him more now.
But in that fight, I rooted for Holyfield.
Oh, no, you're right. No.
I was all for Holyfield.
I know. I mean, I just... When Tyson bit his ear and did...
I can't believe you do not have Roy Jones Jr. and Mike Tyson in your top 10. Top 10! We did a top 5. That'd be different.
But we said our favorite guys.
We did. Mike Tyson is my favorite boxer of all time.
And I'll tell you what, there's another, like, you're not going to remember this. There was a guy named Alexis Arguela.
I don't know who he is.
Okay, well, he fought a guy named... Great fighter. Technician. But he couldn't beat Aaron Pryor. For some reason, Aaron Pryor just had his number.
Some guys do.
Well, but there was controversy there because Aaron Pryor was in a corner, and they said what Aaron, because Arguela was hitting him with everything you could hit somebody with. Pryor just was like, oh, okay, what you got?
Oh, he just game plan must have been through the roof.
Well, the thing was that they said when they were giving him water, there was a couple rounds where they switched bottles. and there was controversy over it.
Oh,
They wanted to know what was in
yeah.
it. Because I'm going to tell you what, he was hitting there and Pryor with shots. And Pryor was just like, well, yeah. I mean, it was
shit.
It was unbelievable, man. But he fought Boom Boom Mancini, and he beat Boom Boom. He was like a great, but he just couldn't. He fought Pryor twice. Pryor beat him twice, but there was a lot of controversy over that second water bottle. But my number one.
You're number one. And I mean, I'd never seen him fight, but I'd seen your list.
Yeah, it's Chavez. I mean, it's Julio Cesar Chavez. I think he got, I don't know, 100 wins.
Yeah.
I mean, he fought
forever.
He was just, you know what, there's nothing else to say. He was just a great Mexican champion, and he fought everybody, and he was so good. And just fun to watch. I mean, there's nothing else to say.
You cannot go wrong with a Mexican fighter, man.
No,
you can. They're just bred for it, man.
There's and like I said, I could name so many fighters. But
It was wild. Like you wanted to do a top 5 boxers. There's a big fight this weekend. You said Canelo fights tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll be excited for it. I'll be watching it tomorrow.
Even Canelo, I mean, I watched him fight enough to where he could easily be on this list. He's fun to watch.
So that's our top 5 boxers. So I have 2 more things lined up to end the show. Do you have anything, buddy? You have anything on yours?
Well, what do you think about like the Pirates with Paul Skeens?
Paul Skeens struggled his last start.
He did.
Yeah.
He did
The
struggle.
Pirate fan that fell. You know, he fell Wednesday or Tuesday. 20 years old from Wheeling University, man. He's in critical condition. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Like to see a guy fall over like that. Just a video of it.
And what do you do with I'm thinking of De La Hoya, who's a Pirate.
O'Neal Cruz.
O'Neal Cruz. So what do you do with this guy? He's on pace for a 40 years.
Yes, he is.
If you're the Pirates, do you offer him $200 million?
So when you look at the Pirates, that's somebody that you need to lock up. He is going to be, he's going to sell tickets because he's splashy, but like he has a bright future. He's starting to hit his stride. Like you said, there's 4 guys, I think, in the lineup that have really carried this thing. Joey Bart, Brian Reynolds.
He's just a slow starter, man.
Yeah, he's a slow starter.
His April and May are terrible.
Always.
But then he'll
end up with 20 plus.
But the sad thing is, once he heats up, they're already out.
Yeah. But I still key on him. O'Neal Cruz and then IKF, our shortstop. But like, he's not always going to be like that too. And Kutch is batting in a 3rd spot, kind of playing above his level right now. Yeah. He's slumped a little bit, but now he's coming back. But like, he's a godsend right now because we have a freaking 40-year-old batting 3rd, you know? But the lineup.
We go back to O'Neal Cruz, like they were talking about should they offer him, $200 million. And they're like, well, no, he's just starting to do good. But here's the thing. People were saying, well, we stink with him. So why pay him $200 million? But the
that's the start though. If you make that, you're gonna pay.
You got to pay him $200 million. Keep him on a team.
Yes.
Because here's the Pirate fans. Oh, they don't want to spend no money. Well, they offer him $200 million. Get him on a fucking team. The guy's good.
Right. And it'll show the fan base we're going to lock down and keep within. There was guys that even Timmy said last week that we could have went and got cheap. They could have made this much like spending. It wouldn't have been this much for the Pirate fan base, but they didn't. If they would go make a move like that, it'd be like, okay, now we know they're at least trying. Yeah. That's a big contract in Pittsburgh, and he would be one that deserves it.
Exactly. So, I mean, you got to spend money somewhere. I mean, the guy,
I think he's only getting better. He's kind of a liability out in center field right now, but he's not sure. Give him a whole season to learn how to play center field. He's going to be fine, man. It's better than playing shortstop. He's been a great hitter for us, probably the best. Like you said, he was leading the league of steals. He's on pace for almost 40 home runs. Yeah, he's legit. So,
I mean, I just say pay the guy because you're not going to keep Skeens.
Yeah.
And people say, well, they're not worth it. None of them are worth what they make. No. None of them. Yeah. None of them are worth it. Honestly, $200 million. You're right. He's not worth it. But in baseball or in any sports, that's what they're paying right now.
Right.
Because Skeens, I'm telling you right now.
And if you got 8 years for $200 million, that's cheap.
You watch Skeens. If they hold on to Skeens for 5 years?
They won't have him for 5 years, but that's what we can't have him for. Yeah.
Okay, so 4 years. He's going to get $600 million.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, no way. 4 years from now, if he's still, pitching strong for a shitty team, he's going to get 600 million.
This was his first start yesterday that he had 2 strikeouts.
Yeah.
Like, he actually struggled.
His velocity.
That's going to happen.
His velocity was down, too.
And that's going to happen. I mean, it's just one of those things. This may be a hiccup kind of season because it's going to be his first full season, and teams have already had that approach on him and might learn a little bit. But as he progresses, man, he has so many pitches. He's a smart young kid. He's going to be great. He is great now.
Don't you think that could be a problem? What's he got, 7 pitches?
But he, as a vet, say we get into year 3, year 4 of him, he might figure out the 5 pitches that work for him and get rid of that. But to see him be able to throw that kind of stuff, like, it is good right now until he figures it out.
To me, you get 3 dominating pitches, okay? 3 of them.
Yeah, I agree.
Then you mix in the other 4 here and there, but you got to keep
because
that,
you should have like your fastball 35, 40%,
100 miles an hour, because he's down to like 97 miles an hour in his last start, and that's a big difference.
I mean, it could be anything that happened. It could be that night he didn't get one start. We'll see how it plays out, but he didn't have a bad start.
And the Cubs are a really good team.
Yeah,
They're a really good hitting team, and that was it. I mean, when he went to 5 innings, that's when he kind of tagged him a little bit.
Yeah. So, but as the Pirates go on, I'm gonna watch them all year. I don't expect much. If they would have just got a couple pieces, they could be in this thing through the whole. Because the NL Central, no one's gonna really separate themselves. I mean, unless the lower end goes down, but. I mean, the Pirates, they have the pitching coming with Bubba Chandler coming up soon. They're going to have a chance when it comes to the starting rotation, but they just don't have it.
If you're 10 games behind, it's going to be hard to catch
Oh,
up.
yeah, right.
And I'm going to tell you what, I don't care. They could talk about schemes, but I'm going to tell you what, that Scoble for the Tigers.
Treat Scoble's been one of the best pitchers in the last 2 years.
Yeah, because last year, I think he was a rookie last year.
No, I don't think so.
No, but
it might have been. It might have been a breakout year. It could have been a rookie.
But I'm going to tell you what, the Tigers, they're playing good ball, and that Scoble, I tell you what, he can flat out pitch, man. He can pitch. I mean, I'm rooting for the Indians in that division, but it's going to be tough to take Detroit out. Yeah, the Guardians. I'm sorry.
All right. So, to wrap up, I have 2 things on the show. Real quickly, I'll get through the first one, okay? So if you ever had to do a sports challenge for money, I'm going to give you 5 options. I want you to pick one of them, okay? This is a sports challenge that you would have to think you could complete, all right?
Okay.
So here we go with the first one. For $50,000, do you think you could catch an NFL punt? That thing's going to be
punting a football or a bottle of rum? I'm just saying. That means a lot.
It's a football.
If it's a half-gallon plastic bottle of rum, I'll catch it with my mouth.
Like a baby.
Yeah.
All right. So,
okay.
All right, listen to the next one. You pick at the end, okay?
Okay.
For $100,000 in a crowded arena, you have to make an NBA free throw. For $100,000.
Okay.
That's not too unreasonable.
No, it's not.
For $250,000, you have to return a serve from Venus Williams. I don't know how. I've never played tennis in my life.
I have played tennis, but there ain't a chance. I'm just telling you.
For $500,000, how do you skate? For $500,000, you have to make a shootout goal against an NHL goalie.
I couldn't do that against you if you were a goalie.
Damn right you couldn't. Kick save and a beauty.
You could just later and eat those flaming Cheetos and I couldn't get it past you.
And for $1 million.
$1 million.
Could you get a hit off a major league pitcher?
Not a chance.
Okay. So, where do you side? If you had a chance to make any kind of money, where would you give yourself some luck? Or just a decent shot. I think the bottom 3 are almost impossible.
Well, yeah, I can't do them, but
we're just not athletic enough. No one really is.
The only thing with the punt, it's almost like playing the outfield and someone hits a fly ball to you. It's been a long time since. No, yes. Do I get a little practice?
No, you get one attempt. So
no. I mean, like, you're going to tell me it's next week I got to do
That's
that.
fine.
Well, then I could go out and practice. And
That's fine. You're not going to get more than one attempt from the NFL kicker, but you're right.
Yeah.
Like watching it off of a kick, you're going to have to be ready. And
because it's just like, honestly, judging a fly ball, like, you know, when I was young, I knew you always took the first step back. That's what the coach always told you.
Absolutely.
Okay? So, like, I haven't played in 30 years.
But you're going to be ingrained to take a step back.
Yeah. But I need to, if you tell me it's next week and I got 7 days to go out and practice catching.
I think they're all hard. I think
the free throw. I mean,
I think you said, like you said, the punt. Like, you think it would be easy, but
no, it ain't
we haven't fielded a punt.
No.
And no one knows what an NFL kicker, how high they can kick it until you're ready. That's going to be tough.
No, you're right. It's nervousness just with the people watching and all that with the money on the line. I'd probably take my shot with the free throw.
I think the free throw is the safest bet.
I'd probably shoot an air ball, but anyway.
I don't know what the regulation free throw for the NBA is, but I think 20,000 people watching you, I'd be scared shitless.
Yeah. But think if you're a punter and you see this young buck here going to get it some money. He's going
to
man, fuck him. I'm going to punt this so high.
I'll put a fucking knuckle on it.
It's going to go into the fucking stratosphere into the lights. And I'll be like,
I got it,
boink.
All right, so you're going to go with the
I'll
NBA.
get a free throw.
All right, I like it. So the last thing I have wrapped up, to do this.
More presents?
That's all I got, buddy. You spent on them. I spared no expense. It was like $12. All right, so this has nothing to do with sports.
And I don't even think this is KY Gel. I think it's Visine,
No,
which I can use because I use it every day.
It's definitely for the it's lubricant.
Wait till I walk in. This is a funny story. Every time I walk in the house, I get a couple bags. And my little dog Bella's going, whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Always like a treat.
Something's hers.
Like something's hers. And honestly, 8 out of 10 times I get something for her at the store. And it breaks my heart when I'm pulling out milk, bread, eggs, and there's nothing. And she's looking at me like, so when I come home today, she's going to be prancing. I'm like, yay!
I gave you dog treats for her. That's for Carrie.
Well, I don't know. If Carrie's sleeping, it's for Bella.
Jesus. All right, so the last thing I have is not sports related, okay? I'm going to give you $15. Just spilled it. You just wasted that.
Sorry, buddy.
That's okay. I got you $15, a budget, okay?
$15 budget. Huh?
Okay? You are going to create, and I've done this on my show a while back with the Spencer Brothers. I want you to survive a zombie apocalypse. Okay?
Zombie apocalypse.
Yep.
I got $15?
And you have 4 categories.
Wow. You can't survive the night on $15.
I'm going to give you money to spend. I'm going to give you things to spend this $15 on.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
All right.
The first category is your weapon. Your weapon that you're going to use while you're in the zombie apocalypse.
When against zombies.
Yep. Okay. So, for $5, 5 big bucks, you can get a tank.
A tank.
A tank.
You got to run them motherfuckers over.
Yep.
Huh?
For $4, you can get Captain America's shield.
Okay.
For $3, you can get a shotgun with unlimited ammo.
Let me ask you this. Like Captain America show, when I throw it, is it coming back?
I was thinking that myself when I picked it up.
If it don't come back, I don't want it.
I was like, what are you throwing? It just hits the ground.
It goes.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
like you aren't Captain America.
Then I gotta run through 500 zombies to get it.
Wait, I gotta run and get the shield. All right, so just for the sake, we're gonna say it will come back.
It will come back.
Yeah, because I thought of that myself. Like, what are you throwing? It just like hits off the wall, and you just gotta hold on, guys, or whatever, and get it. All right, so $3 is a shotgun with unlimited ammo.
All right.
$2 is a machete. $1 is 10 grenades. What do you want to spend? You have 4 categories. Your first...
I'm sorry, bro. I was rubbing my good teeth.
Yeah, anybody that's listening on Spotify, you hear that? That's Jason rubbing his chin on the microphone.
Okay, that's my thinking cap.
Your 10, mouth, no
how
doubt.
How many zombies? Is it like it's like the world's full of zombies?
Well, in a zombie apocalypse, we'll say there's 9. Yeah, of course there's. Of course there's a lot.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Shield.
All right, you're going to take the Shield. $4 rather than
I'm
that.
down to 11.
You're like Cap. All right.
I got to take the Shield.
The second one is your partner in the apocalypse.
Oh.
Number 5 for $5 is the Incredible Hulk. That mother effer would tear through some shit.
Guess what? I don't need the Shield.
Yeah, but here's the bad thing. What if he gets bit and turns into one? Now you got the Incredible Hulk chasing you.
Man, what happens when he settles down and turns into Bill Bixby?
Bill Bixby.
I'm sorry. That was the Hulk from 1970.
Oh.
Bill Bixby was the actor.
I was like,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right. Number 4, which might be the odds-on favorite, Chuck Norris.
He's 80 years old.
In his prime? Chuck Norris is a bad man.
I'd rather have Chuck.
Them zombies might run away.
I'd rather have Chuck bored with his bow and arrow.
Maybe he's on the list. I'm kidding, he's not. 'Cause Chuck, I'm not picking on Chuck. You are.
I would give him 50 cents. Chuck bored in his
All right, so after the $1, yeah, I'm like, for 50 cents, you want Chuck? All right, the number 3 pick for $3, Albert Einstein. Just think about it. He's going to create some shit.
And he could probably figure out a cure for the zombies.
But will you be alive to see it?
They might not bite him because he looks like a zombie.
He looks weird. But I mean, he's not a terrible pick. For $2 from the University of Michigan, the greatest NFL quarterback of all time, Tom Brady. If there's something that he can do, he can do it all.
Yeah.
Can he survive a zombie apocalypse?
I'll tell you what, I got this figured out.
All right. And the number 1, the $1 pick, the wildebeest, Billy Byers, the scent. He might fuck him out of.
He might, because he could lay down. The scent will come off him. They'll all attack him to fuck him.
What if the scent is a pheromone to fuck and they come running now? So $5, Incredible Hulk. $4, Chuck Norris. $3, Albert Einstein. $2, Tom Brady. And for $1, you get my best buddy, the wildebeest, Bill Byers.
I tell you what I'm going to take. This is why. I'm going to take Tom Brady. This is why. Because he's going to throw my shield.
Oh! So you have the shield.
I got the shield. I can't throw a shield. He's got to be able to throw. When he throws a football.
He is pinpoint accurate.
Yeah,
Look at this guy.
This strategy. He throws a shield. He probably takes out 47 zombies on every throw.
Oh, yeah. You're great, man.
Tell you what.
Yeah.
I got this guy figured out.
Yeah, all right.
I'll take Tom Brady and his shield.
All right, so you have $6. That was really smart, man. I mean, I don't know if Tom Brady's going to make it, but I like the strategy where he will throw your shield.
That's right.
Solid. Okay. You get one item. One item. And it's going to be random items. For $5, you can have Iron Man's suit. For $4, you can have a jetpack, but it only has 1 hour worth of fuel. For $3, you can have a barrel of rum. For $2, you can have goalie equipment. And for $1, you can have rollerblades. So $5, Iron Man suit. $4, jetpack. $3.
How much money I got left?
Right now you have $9.
$9.
You have $9. You have one more category.
Well,
I mean the rum, man. The rum. You're not there. It's a zombie
yeah,
apocalypse.
there's
It's
a
gonna
bad-
be
Say I
scarce.
fall asleep and I got the rum. What if Brady drinks it and he can't throw the shield?
Brady
next?
doesn't drink. He has avocado ice cream.
Yeah,
He's not.
Yeah, you're right. He doesn't drink in a real world. With an apocalypse, he might drink. Say, I can't do this.
So you're saying like
because
he would be drunk throwing the Captain America shield?
He's drunk throwing a shield.
It might hit you.
His accuracy might not be
Yeah,
as good.
it might hit you. So what do you think?
We're not going to do it. You know what?
I like it.
I'm going with the hockey.
Oh, goalie equipment,
Yeah,
huh?
because I'm going to be covered up just in case a couple get through his shield.
So you went really cheap. So you can have whatever you want on this last list.
But this is Like the Iron Man suit would probably be great, but if the battery died or whatever, with the hockey suit, they bite me. They can't get through. I got a mask on. I got my man Tom Brady.
How you
throwing the
gonna
shield,
run?
cutting down.
You ain't gonna be able to run anything.
I'm hiding behind Brady and the shield.
Oh yeah, Captain America. Da 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 da. Tom Brady.
I think I played this well.
I think you did for sure because the last category is home base. Where your base is gonna be, where you're gonna hide, sleep at night, have like everything set up.
I
Okay.
bet this ain't on your board, but guess where it would be? Real quick, it'd be right here in Hainsey's man cave.
Oh yeah.
That's what you should.
You would die in like a week and a half, and I
Listen,
should have put.
Listen, there's no windows. There's 2 TVs. There's
There's
a camera.
4 TVs.
4 TVs. There's nobody getting in this vault. I'm telling you right now. I feel safer here than I do anywhere else in the world.
Okay, so maybe after he hears the list,
And this is free, so just give me my $6.
hell, it is free. All right, it costs me money to do this. All right, so home base. I'll start off with $1 because you're not going to pick it anyways. A she shed. A she shed, just a little shed in the backyard, has all the tools for the yard, just real small.
I never heard of a S-H-E.
Yeah, she shed. That's the thing.
It's just a shed.
I know, but they call
Why
it a
couldn't
she
it be
shed.
Mr. Shed?
Because they call it a she shed.
I never heard
I
of
don't
that.
know why they call it a she shed, but they do. All right, for $2, you could have had a treehouse.
A treehouse.
Treehouse would have been fun, but like getting up and down, and what if the lightning hits it? Like, and
Zombies can they climb trees?
I don't think so, but they can wait at the bottom.
They can probably chew through it.
But
But I'll be up there with my hockey mask and my shield.
Yeah,
Tom
ready to
Brady.
go, Tom Brady.
Hey, listen, me and Tom Brady in the treehouse.
See,
together.
you coulda had a-
Yeah. Hey, me, Tom Brady, treehouse.
You could have had a
KY.
treehouse. You could have had a treehouse. You could have had Tom Brady, and you could have a barrel of rum, man. You could have been
I
set.
tell you what, that would have been a good way to go.
The number 3 for $3, you could have had an RV, which, I mean, I don't think it's the safest thing an RV.
No,
Yeah,
no.
you get a flat tire, it's over. The $4 pick is a prison. A prison would be pretty sweet.
Yeah,
You have fences, you have everything. You have
Yeah, but if
infirmary,
you're
you
in
have food.
prison, if you can't get out, how are you going to eat?
Well, they have a kitchen. Maybe they have
Oh, they
like
got a they got a
maybe
cafe.
maybe they have.
It's a
they
jail
have-
with a cafe.
But maybe they're stocked, and you could use the supplies. You can grow. You ever watch the Walking Dead? They grew plants inside. All right, for the number 5 pick, $5 is a shoe-in pick, the Bat Cave.
Man, I'd rather have Hainsey's man cave. I'd rather have Hainsey's man cave. But I would take the Bat Cave.
Just because he wants me to pay him $6. You piece of shit. All right, so that's all that we have wrapped up for the show. This was kind of a makeshift thing, man. Slow week in sports, but we had a good time, man.
You know, things will be picking up here in about 4 months. We'll be in football season.
The last couple weeks, I had really liked having a third man. I thought it was fun, but we're back to our roots this week. And
we're going to send out Chuck Board, the great white hunter, hopefully, with all his equipment and all this, he can track down the wildebeest, and maybe we will give him another chance to be on our show.
the wildebeest, like, he's not going to listen or watch this, but right now he's out in the camping world. He's not a camping man. He chose that, spending time with his kids, whatever, over this. I mean,
It's kind of silly.
but we will be back to having a third person. But for you and I, we're going to be this weekly. You know, we're going to be all over it. So, till next time, happy birthday, Jason.
Thank you, buddy. Happy birthday.
Yep.
58, baby.
58. Not smarter than a 10-year-old. All right, we're out.
More mature than a 10-year-old.
Peace.